Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, Mr. Ibnu Hadi as our English mathematics lecturer and all of my friends from mathematics class. Today, I and my friends from Group 4 will be presenting our discussion about algebraic properties. Our group consists of Ika Priani Situmorang, Natalia Efrata Susanti, and myself, Regina Galilea Ngongoloy. Next, please. Okay, before we got into the presentation, there is a question. Why we must learn algebraic properties? The answer is because understanding the properties of algebra will help us simplify numerical and algebraic expressions, solve equations, and more as you progress in studying algebra. The first topic will be presented by Ika.
Okay, the first is commutative property. An operation is commutative if a change in the order of the numbers does not change the result. This means the numbers can be swapped. I'm sorry. Numbers can be added in any order. For the example, A plus B is equals B plus A. Numbers can be multiplied in any order. For example, A times B is equals B times A, and 5 times 3 is equals 3 times 5. Next. The numbers that are subtracted are not commutative. For example, 5 minus 5, 4 minus 5 is not equals 5 minus 4. Numbers that are divided are not commutative. For example, 4 divided 5 is not equals 5 divided 4. Next, associative property. An operation is associative if a change in grouping does not change the result. This means the parentheses can be moved. Numbers that are added can be grouped in any order. For example, the sum A and B plus C is equals A plus the sum B and C. And the sum 4 and 5 plus 6 is equals 5 plus the sum 4 and 6. Numbers that are multiplied can be grouped in any order. For example, the product A and B times C is equals A times the product B and C. Numbers that are subtract and divided are not associative. For example, the difference 5 and 4 and 5 minus 6 is not equals 5 minus the difference 4 and 6, and the quotient 4 and 5 divided 6 is not equals 5 divided the quotient 4 and 6.
Okay, the third one is distributive property. This property allows you to remove the parentheses of or brackets in an expression. Yes. This property actually multiply the value outside the brackets, which is of the term in the brackets. For example, the first one, the sum of B added by C being multiplied by E by A is equal to the product of A multiplied by B being added to the product of A multiplied by C. The next example is the sum of 2 added by 3 being multiplied by 4 is equal to the sum of 6 added by 12. The fourth one is closure property. Closure is when all answers fall into the original set. When two even numbers are added, the answer will be an even number. Thus, the set of even number had closure under addition. When two odd numbers are added, the answer is not an odd number. Therefore, the set of odd numbers does not have closure under addition. Next, please. When two even numbers are multiplied, they produce an even number. Thus, the set of even numbers has closure under multiplication. When two odd numbers are multiplied, the answer is an odd number. Therefore, the set of odd numbers has closure under multiplication. For example, the first one, 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. If you add two even numbers and the answer is the set of even numbers, that means the set of even number is closed under addition or has a closure. The next example, 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. If you add two odd numbers, the answer is not an odd number. Therefore, the set of odd number is not closed under addition or has no closure.
5. There is the identity property. The identity property for addition is 0. When 0 is added to any number, it gives the original number. For example, A is added to 0, then the sum is A. 4 is added to 0 and the sum is 4. The identity property for multiplication is 1. Any number multiplied by 1 gives the original number. For example, A is multiplied by 1 and the product is A. 4 is multiplied by 1 and the product is 4. And the last, there is inverse property. The additive inverse is the opposite or negative of the number. The sum of any number and its additive inverse is 0. For example, A is added to negative A and the sum is 0. 2 is added to negative 2 and the sum is 0. The multiplicative inverse is the reciprocal of the number, which means 1 divided by the number. When the number is multiplied by its reciprocal, the answer is 1. For example, 3 is multiplied by 1 over 3, then the product is 1. 2 over 3 is multiplied by 3 over 2, Then the product is 1.
Finally, we already listened to the explanation that I and my friends told you about algebraic properties. Now we have some exercise here. You need to fill the blanks with the correct answer and tell us what type of property that being used in that equation. If any of you already found the answer, please unmute your mic and tell us about it. Thank you.
May I?
Yes, please.
Number one, the blank is 2b plus 7.
And what is the name of the type of property that being used there?
Commutative property.
Yes, you're correct. Thank you. Any other one?
Can I answer number 2?
Yes, please.
Number 2, the answer is 6 times y plus 6 times 3.
And the property is?
Distributive.
Yes, the answer is true.
Good job. Thank you.
May I?
Yes, please.
Number 4, the answer is, the first one is x, and the second is x to the power of 2, and the type of property is associative property.
Yes, your answer is correct. Thank you. Anybody wants to answer the last question, number 3?
Who want to try answer number 3?
Okay, yes, please. Who wants?
May I answer number 3?
Yes,
please.
please.
The answer is m to the power 2 is added to 3.
Then the type of property?
Okay, thank you so much for the answer. Yes, the answer is correct. And all of you uh, all of you did an amazing job in answering the exercise. So this is the key answer to the question. For number 1, we had 2 times b plus 7 in the blanks and use the commutative property to solve that question. For number 2, we had 6 times y and 6 times 3 in the blanks and use the distributive property to solve that question. For number 3, we had m to the power 2 plus 3, and we use inverse property to solve that question. And for the last number, we had x and x to the power of 2 in the blanks and use the associative property to solve that question. Okay, so we're already at our last page in this presentation. Is there any question, please?
May I ask?
Yes, please.
Thank you. In your opinion, what things we might have difficult doing while doing algebra exercise? Sorry, my name is Sarana Sharigita from group 12.
Okay, thank you so much for your question, Sarah.
May I give you a question?
Yes, please.
Can you explain how any number multiplied by 1 give the original number? Like as in your example, A multiplied by 1 equals A. Thank you. My name is Putri Grantika from group 11.
Okay. Thank you for the question, Putri.
Uh, may I ask?
Yes, please.
My name is Helen Angelica from Group 10. In studying algebra, we need to understand the properties of algebra. Do you think it is important to pay attention algebraic properties in solving problems? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your question, Helen.
Okay, I want to answer the question, Sarah. In my opinion, what is difficult when working on algebra is the grouping of like terms, because sometimes there are many variables and sometimes appreciation errors. Uh, Errors occurs due to property loss.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next I will answer the Putri question. Can you explain how any number multiplied by 1 give the original number? The answer is because in accordance with the law of identity property, that every number multiplied by 1 will produce itself. And 1 is the identity number in multiplication. So any number is multiplied by 1 and the result is the number.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
Okay, I will answer the Helen question. Helen X. In studying algebra, we need to understand the property of algebra. Do you think it's important to pay attention to the property of algebra in solving problem? The answer is yes. It is important because if not, there is will be wrong operation. If you don't pay attention to its property, it will be difficult to do it. Because algebraic is basic for math, so it must be mastered and considered.
Okay, thank you, Natalie.
Okay. Is there anybody else wants to give a question?
Can I ask some question?
Yes, please.
Uh, what identity element is always 0 and 1?
Okay. Thank you for your question, Vicky. While waiting for that question being answered, is there anyone else wants to answer? I want to ask a question. Okay, I want to try to answer Vicky question. In my opinion, uh, is it always 1 or 0? It depends on the equation itself. For example, the one that we already stat in our presentation, the identity property for multiplication is 1 because as we already know, every number multiplied by one will produce itself. But when we talk about addition, the identity property that we use is 0 because any number being added by 0 will produce itself. Like for example, 4 plus 0 is 4, like that. Do you understand what I mean, Vicky?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Why I ask again?
Yes, please. Yes, please, Sarah.
Oh, okay. My name is Sarana Sharikita from group 12. Why are odd numbers plus odd numbers called no closure?
Okay, thank you
Thank
for your
you.
question. Yes, thank you.
I want to answer Sarah question. Because what is said to have a closure is if the odd number is added to the odd number, the sum is in odd number, and if the even numbers is added to the numbers and the sum is even number two, it means that if this number is outside is has no closure.
Okay, thank you, Ika.
Is there any other question?
May I ask?
Yes, please.
My name is Dula Citra from Group 6. My question is, can the closure property be applied in division form?
Okay, thank you for your question, Citra.
Okay, I will try to answer, and the answer is not. The closure property is only for addition and multiplication. For division, that cannot be applied.
Okay, thank you, Natalie.
Okay, is there any other question, please?
Okay, I have a question for this group. Maybe you can write to your slide. I have some example how to algebraic properties play in this problem. You can add to the new slide. Next. At the last slide, you can add the blank presentation, the blank slide. You can enter, please. Yeah, new slide. Yeah. Okay, you can blank white screen, just white screen on your PPT. Maybe you can this group can explain some phenomena to solve the problem. Okay.
Please wait a
Please
minute,
share screen.
sir. Please wait a minute,
Okay.
sir.
Or you can use new PPT. It's okay. White screen. Okay. Find the solution. Find the solution. You can write my problem. Find the solution. Oh, find x for the equation. Find x for the equation. 2x plus 3 equal 5. Find x to equation 2x plus 3 equal 5. 2x. 2 times x plus 3 equal 5. 2x, not x plus 3, but 2x. 2x. Yeah, you can enter before number 2. Yeah, okay. Answer. Okay. 2x plus 3 equal 5. You can enter again. Enter. 2x equal 5 minus 3. You can enter again, equal 2. Equal 2. Yeah. Enter. X equal 1. Can you explain how this answer is can we write the answer like this to solve the equation above? Maybe this group can explain how the position of algebraic properties play in this problem. Thank you.
Okay, sir, thank you for your question. Please wait a minute while we try to solve this question. Thank you. Okay, try. I want to try to. I want to try to answer the question, sir.
Yeah, please.
So we have to find the x as the solution in this equation. We have 2 times x plus 3 is equal to 5. Uh, and for the next step, y suddenly becomes 2 times x is equal to 5 minus 3 because the inverse element of 3 is negative 3. So we subtract each other side with negative 3. So 2 times x plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 5 minus 3. That's why we got 2 times x is equal to 5 minus 3. And for the next step, step, we already know that 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. So 2 times x is equal to 2. And then we divided we divided both sides with wait a minute, we divided both sides with 1/2 because 1/2 is the inverse element of 2. That's why we got x is equal to 1.
Yeah, maybe you can write step by step the reason why 2x plus 3 equal 5 become 2x equal 5 minus 3. Yeah.
Okay.
There is some property algebra, I think. For example, you can write 2x plus 3, that's minus 3. So in the left side, we add by minus 3. So because we use equal sign, so at the right side, 5 must be added by minus 3 too. So at the left, we have 2x plus 3 plus minus 3, and you can use associative in addition. 2x plus 3 plus minus 3, and the right side 5 plus minus 3 equal 2. Yeah, so in the left side we have 2x plus 0. Yeah, 2x plus 0. 0 comes from 3 plus minus 3. Yeah, minus 3 is inverse addition to number 3. Yeah, so you have 2x plus 0 equal to x. 0 is identity element for addition, yeah, operation. So we have 2x plus 0 equal to x. With similar way, we have 2x equal to, we use multiplicative to number 2, yeah, a half. We know that inverse multiplicative of 2 is a half. So we have 2x times a half equal 2 times a half. Or we can write half times 2x equal a half times 2x equal half times 2. A half times 2 equal 1. On the right side, a half times 2, you can group. So associative properties. A half times 2 in the bracket times x. So we have a half times 2 equal 1. 1 times x equal x. So we have x equal 1. Yeah. Maybe we may heard about term change the site, ya, or in bahasa pindah ruas, ya, in bahasa pindah ruas. Actually, change the site we can explain more detail by algebraic properties. Yeah, I hope all of you can understand what I mean and get the value, how the algebraic properties play to solve some problem like this. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, before I close this presentation, I want to say thank you so much to all of you that pays attention to our group presentation. I hope this topic will help you to be more understanding about algebraic properties. Sorry if there is any mistake in our behavior or the way we talk to you during our presentation. Have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.